Do you think you're intense? Do you think, like, what is it that gives you intensity? Is it like a confidence type of thing?
I think it's the opposite. I'm pretty anxious socially, which I think a lot of people think that maybe I'm a bitch because I'm kind of quiet in social situations and they think I'm like judgy or something. Like I've had a lot of comics actually, like Sarah Tiana, like we didn't really talk for the first couple of years when I was at the Comedy Store, and she's like, I thought you were such a bitch. And I was like, no, I was just like scared and I'm kind of socially awkward, and so I just keep to myself, and it like seems like aloof and like I think I'm better than people.
Yeah.
But I'm really just like cripplingly nervous in social situations.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not really my strength.
Yeah, because that's what I thought. I was like, man, she's like, she's a bitch. She's a bitch that's getting shit done. Like, and
You
she's
always
like,
thought I was a bitch, really?
I thought you were kind of bitchy, yeah.
Really? Like bitchy, like
Not
when
Eliza level, but I thought that you were like a couple back from there, you know?
Okay. But you and I have known each other for a very long time.
Right, but not well though. Like we've never like been.
I feel like we were cool, like because we used to do like bars together.
Yeah.
Like Westwood Brew Co. If you guys aren't in LA, it's a place on the UCLA campus that they have basically a room that looks like Anne Frank's attic right next to a karaoke bar. Really so you're screaming over like Wild Thing. It's awful.
Yeah, Wild Thing. Yeah.
It's like nine drunk girls.
And then people are like, yeah, you can hear like the Gestapo in the distance.
Totally.
Dude, wow.
Then you just hear like crying, like college girls like fighting with their boyfriends.
Yeah.
But I feel like
a lot of Jewish girls crying too, because there's a lot of Jewish girls in that area.
Yeah.
So it's really full circle there.
I feel like you and I used to like hang out and wait for like 6 hours to go up.
That's
true.
Go
do like 5 minutes in front of 4 drunk people.
And maybe I was intimidated. Maybe I was just like kind of like, I think more of like an intimidated kind of time in my life where I was just like was maybe afraid to talk to girls as much or socialize or be on a comfortable level. So in my head, I had like this other idea.
And I was scared of everybody too, because I think I was insecure about, I mean, there weren't that many female comics like when I started. Like now there's like a ton, but I felt like
it was like you, Barry Sobel.
Judy Tenuta, Phyllis Diller.
No, there weren't as many.
So I thought in order to be respected by the guys, I had to like kind of be tougher or something, or like I never wanted to get the reputation for flirting with comics or dating comics. So I think I would be like a little more aloof, because that time I was just such a, like.
Did you feel like a commodity though, like in a way, like, and I just mean it like this, did you feel like a commodity, like in the sense that, okay, here's an attractive, because we'll agree that you're attractive.
Thank you.
Will you agree with that?
8. Back then, it might have been an 8.4.
Well, let's see.
Before the stress, before the cortisol got to me.
I mean, we'd have to go back in time and ask people back then. But I mean, so yeah, a strong, a funny, confident, attractive lady.
I wasn't confident. I think I came off
as confident,
but I definitely wasn't.
Confident, maybe.
That's right.
Sometimes.
Confident.
How can we not trademark
can we do that?
Confident?
But like, I feel like I was confident, but
you weren't really.
I wasn't.
It was a perception.
It was like armor.
You were focused though.
I was definitely focused because I want to be good.
And that was the thing that I think seemed intimidating. Like I would see you, like I remember like talking to like Jeff Ross and stuff, and I'm like, oh man.
Really? Well,
but not in a bad way.
I was writing on the roast.
Yeah.
So maybe people just didn't know that I was writing on the roast, so I kind of knew him a little bit.
Right.
But, it's interesting. Like, yeah, people thought I was like, super, everyone's always like, she works so hard, but it was back then, like, you had to work twice as hard to get a spot as a girl. And like, I felt all this pressure that like, because there were so few female comics that like, I have to be funny because there's already this reputation that women are funny.
Right.
So like, I want to nail it for like all women.
Yeah.
Like I put so much, which is now ridiculous.
Wow, that's so
back.
Oksana Bayul.
I know. Is it? Does Oksana Bayul have a branded like
No,
choice?
I think, was she a gymnast?
Is she known for her?
She's a gymnast. I think she landed it though, and people didn't think she was gonna, and she just stuck. Like
but I feel like female ice skaters that are in the Olympics are known for being good at ice skating.
Okay, I'm still thinking of gymnast then. What's some ice skating but off the ice? What is that called? Gymnastics.
It's gymnastics. Yeah.
And who's somebody that just landed one time and they just like that's what I'm picturing. You just and then like
because there was when I started, it was like. When a girl would go on stage, that was like everyone's cue to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Like I used to get, they'd be like, and the way that you got brought up by then, back then as a woman, people would be like, so are you ready for a lady?
Is that true?
Yes. Are you ready for a female comedian? And everyone would you just hear like rustling and people would just get up and
some
go.
guy would die.
Totally.
Someone would
just
he's
kill
been
himself.
staying alive. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Just drink poison. So it's like, I just felt so like refund. Like everyone's just trying to get their money back. So I felt so much pressure to be good. And I think for me, like, see, I'm being too intense. I'm on Tylenol PM. I'm being too intense.
Yeah, I know.
But I thought, back then, like, I also really wanted comics to respect me because I think there was this sort of stigma that I carried that because I had done like a couple like VH1 shows and stuff where people thought that I got too much too fast.
Oh, wow. So I didn't remember any of that.
I really didn't want comics to hate me or think I was getting anything I didn't deserve because like comedy clubs, that's our home. Like, walking into a comedy club and having comics not like you, that's like your worst nightmare. So I just really wanted to like earn everything I got because I do think there was also, there is pressure always on comedy clubs to be like, we have to put a woman on the lineup. And I never wanted people to think I was getting anything I was getting because I was a girl. And I didn't want to get anything just because I was a girl.
But at the same time, you see, they had this like low-key, high-key kind of chip inside you that was like, I want to be like a Amelia Earhart in a way. But not
disappear into the ocean.
No, but like,
is that what happened to her?
No, but she's a dude. Imagine this, okay? First of all, this one women couldn't even drive that well, okay? Imagine getting into a plane and fucking taking off and saying you're going around the world. Bro, I don't know what the bets were in Vegas, but every bet was on her not fucking coming back.
But wait, didn't she not come back from one?
She didn't, but still so brave to like. Did you low key have like a little bit of the Amelia Earhart? Because you said like you wanted to kind of, know. I mean, you seem like you always have had some laser focus because I feel like you just came in like this lightning bolt and then next thing you know, like you definitely seem like you're always working hard.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope 100%, so.
No doubt.
I grew up poor. I know a lot of I didn't have any other option.
Right.
Like, I didn't have a backup plan, and I realized very early on that I have very few skills. I have a very specific set of skills. I'm Liam Neeson, and see that's what Tylenol PM does. I'm Liam Neeson. Like I'm just messing up like words I don't say a lot.
Well, no worries. Keep doing this. In a little bit, we're going to do an Aziz Ansari act out in case like we're at the same place and you have to rest.
Was she on Tylenol PM?
She wasn't. So
no,
we can
she's
take
22
that part out.
And she's smarter than I am.
But being 22 is like being on Tylenol
Basically
PM.
the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's the Tylenol PM of age. But no, we will do a thing in a little bit where when this Tylenol PM sets in more, where how a man should behave around a woman.
A woman who's intoxicated.
Who wants to rest.
I almost said incarcerated. It's starting to kick in.
And make sure you get one of those right because the intoxicated role play and the incarcerated role play.
Very different different orifices, frankly.
Totally different. Yeah.
Totally different situation.
Totally
different posture, different core engagement level. No, I didn't have any other options. And like I tried to do a couple other things. Like I tried to bartend. I tried to be someone's assistant. And I just realized very quickly, like I am just not good at anything else. So I was like, I don't succeed at this. Like I don't have a backup plan. And like
you seem
I
like
can't
an astronaut.
marry a rich guy. It's just not for me.
Really?
No, I just can't do that.
Because you just seem like an astronaut, and then you kind of went,
Yeah, but you know me. I mean, I was doing the Comedy Store open mic for like 4 years, showing up at 5 o'clock, waiting for 2 hours to eat shit for 3 minutes. I mean, it's funny when people are like, she like came out of nowhere. I'm like, really? I was doing Rooster T. Feathers in bowling alleys for about 5 years.
I guess I didn't know that.
Really?
But yes, and this is just my perception. I mean, this is just my little perception, But yeah, to me, you just always seemed like, just like laser focused, And but I always admired it. I mean, if anything, I was like, fuck,
I feel like also, but as a girl, like going to comedy clubs, like I'm not gonna go fuck a bunch of dudes after,
Okay, so how about this?
You get in and you get out. What else am I gonna do?
Right. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It always seemed like you were there for the work. That's what it seemed like.
And I was, because like there's nothing for a female comedian in a comedy club after 10:30 when you're done with your set.
Well, now it seems different because now it's like you have all these like, it feels like there's a lot of girls who, like I get texts a lot and it's like, can I open for you? Can I do this? And those kind of things are fine. And I want to have...
Female comics, you mean?
Right. But sometimes it's a bit more than that, which is like...
What do you mean?
But or like, here's what I'll say. I think...
Can I open for you then open for you?
Like, I feel like sometimes there's that vibe there, And
Really?
sometimes it's even a little bit more poignant than that, right? But did you feel like guys treated you different though?
I'll never know.
Because guys will always be a little bit, no matter what. If a girl walks up, and she's like dying of thirst in the desert, and she's like, "Can I have some water?" And you're like, part of you's gonna be like, can I give it to you out of my dick? Like that's always going to be.
My cum is half water.
But I mean, not cum, but just if you could get real water out of your dick.
Okay.
But it's like men are always going to want, or there's always a little bit of that.
Maybe, maybe I think.
Because if you were one of the few women around, then it would be wow.
And I was really scared of getting a reputation because if I would like hang out with a guy or open for Bobby Lee or something on the road, people like, so you fucking Bobby Lee? And I was just like, whoa. Like, so I think I just wanted to really distance myself from any opportunity opportunity that people could just assume I was sleeping with comics. I've never dated a comic.
Right.
Ever. You know, and then I did the roast.
What about Dalia, though? Ever date?
Listen,
No.
I never dated.
Probably
Does he
one
say
of the
differently?
best. Huh?
Did he say
No. How
different?
weird is it, though, that I feel like you and Chris are starting to look like the same person?
That is so weird.
Sorry.
Like,
but you have way nicer skin, but
I
it's
would like to think I have a better hairline and less facial hair.
I mean, maybe, but he's just, something's going on.
Yeah.
And it could be the lighting in here,
It does.
too.
I do think that one town LPM and I'll think I'm Chris D'Elia, so I'm close as well. I get that a little bit. I can see that.
I think for
Maybe
me,
that's
it's also
why I
the
cast him,
confidence.
because it's like a narcissistic.
For me, some of it is the confidence, too. Both
I
you
love
guys
that
are
you
confident.
think I'm confident. That's so funny. Chris, to me, is the most confident human being on the planet. I can't wrap my head around that.
Me either.
I'm in therapy and a 12-step program to get his inner monologue, and I'm not even close. I've got like 2 lines. But I'm really insecure, and maybe just when I'm quiet, I seem like I'm like have it together, or people are projecting.
Right.
Because we always think that people have it more together than they really do, right?
Yes.
And I pretend to have it together on Instagram. We all like project this life that we don't even have. And,
Yeah.
You know, why am I telling you this?
Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could. Watch this one, or watch this one. Watch this one, watch this one, watch this one. Ah!